Hello everybody, this is Kyra and I am here with episode 3 of season 2, Pics of the Day. Almost said something else. It hasn't been too long since I did the last video, but between that time I've been busy because we had the dev blog and then I started my special guest series with with JT as my first guest. And then I was on the Terrafuser trio, which that was a lot of fun. If you haven't checked out the Terrafuser trio at all, you really do. It was such a fun video. So we've got some more pics of the day. They're getting way more exciting. This one's focused primarily with a theme. Like you'll see it. There's a certain theme that goes with it. But it's a lot of fun. So when we last left off, Allison was getting attacked by some fusions. So now we have Prince King Morbucks, and he isn't here for long. He's here for a little bit, but he's probably going to show up more again because he was in the dev blog with Nano Jackie showing off the Roadblock Rampage. I think that's what it was called. But he's currently taking over for Allison while she's occupied, and he's just waving while she's running around in the background. Like, he needs to go and help her. Sorry, got a little loud there. So, Morbucks was an actual character. Like, Allison was one they made for the purpose of hosting, but Morbucks was actually a character from the game. He wasn't playable, obviously, but he was the storage unit. I think for just Mount Blackhead, he might have been one for the cul-de-sac as well. I don't remember. But visually, you can see the difference. And I do take into account that Fusion Fall was a 2008 and 2009 game, and probably in their updates, they weren't updating the look. So obviously, it's going to look different from Legacy, which is a 2016 ongoing game, and they're always updating their features. If they can make something look pretty, they'll make it look prettier. But the detail is really different. He looks really good. His shading's good. His colors are vibrant. I just love everything looks sharp. Everything looks colorful. And I never realized Fusion Fall was actually dark until I saw a comparison between Legacy and Fusion Fall and realized, yeah, Fusion Fall was dark. It was probably to mix with the atmosphere, but it was still pretty dark. So not too much for him. He's just introducing himself. The next one is an updated picture of Sticky Beard. And it's a concept art kind of promotional thing, I think they're called. So everything we see is just he's been upgraded. Candy Wife is with him. And in the background you see the Sweet Revenge, which even from a distance looks good. You won't really see how much of a difference he is until you see the next photo. And yeah, I'm skipping because it's Sticky Beard. We know Sticky Beard. We know what he's going to do. And he's got Candy Wife. So obviously he stole her because he's taking on a wife and he loves sweet. So there we go. Which actually that mission will be interesting. Because I believe Ice King's coming back. We know he is. So is he going to have to go steal her from Sticky Beard? Oh, that'd be a fun mission. But anyways, as I was saying, we don't really see the comparison until this picture. And it's not a huge difference. Like, they didn't totally revamp his character, but it's still a big deal. I mean, look how small he was in the original game. He's like 3/4 his size. He was brought to be taller. Like, everyone's been sized up. And not just everyone, but the houses have been sized up and the trees. And I love it because now it actually feels like a real world. It's not a video game world. It's a real world. His color is also darker. Like, his green's a little bit more his green's darker, and his beard is not so scrunched up now. Like, it's actually flows like an actual beard. So I really like it. I like that everyone's getting sized up, and it's so weird just to see how small everyone was in the game. So that makes me wonder how tall we're going to be to the NPCs. Because outside of Blossom, we've never seen a character stand next to an NPC. The only one was Allison stood next to Blossom, but Blossom was hovering. So maybe they're the same size. Huh. So I wonder if there's if the devs have a chart, and they're like, okay, certain characters should be this height, certain characters will be this height, and then the players are all the same height as one of them. I don't know. That'll be fun. I'm sure once we get closer to the game being finalized, which will not be for maybe another year or so, I'd say 2 years at the very most, because I follow another game's development, and he's barely finished, and he's been at it for 3 years, and Legacy's only been at it for 1 year. So I'd estimate maybe 2019. But as we get closer to Legacy being finished, I'm positive we'll see more character development stuff in the Pics of the Day, something leaning more towards the create a character kind of thing. So our next one is we get a look at Sticky Beard's fusion, which I'm pretty sure he's acknowledged as Fusion Blackbeard. I think. I'll have to double check. He is a major improvement. Sticky Beard, they didn't have to do too much to him, but his fusion, they completely changed him and made him so much better. He's obviously taller. He's wearing a red coat. His beard is obviously black. The eye patch is to the other side. And if you saw the original Fusion Sticky Beard, I'll post it up on the video so you can just see the comparison. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. They're not playing here, and I enjoy that so much because he looks like an actual terrifying monster. And that's what I enjoy out of these monsters, is that they're terrifying. And they should be. The whole point is that here's some scary monsters. You need to go beat them up. And Legacy's really delivering on it. We also see him at the aquarium. So this may or may not confirm that he's at the aquarium. I don't think there's been any official word on where everyone's going to be or where every fusion's going to be at the very least. But if this is a true statement, they are showing you that he's at the aquarium, it'll be interesting, because is he going to be linked to the petting zoo? Or not the petting zoo, the Townsville Zoo? If so, why? That's going to be a fun thing. Why is he there? What is his connection? Obviously, the aquarium is the next best thing to the sea. Otherwise, he'd be up in Orchard Bay. And I'm going to have to look up where the original Fusion Sticky Beard was. But I think it's going to be enjoyable. It'd be nice for more explanations on where they are and why they are there. Instead of just putting a fusion just randomly somewhere, it's oh, well, that's where they're at. It'd be nice for them to be given just a bit more explanation on why they're there. I don't know. I like knowing where everything is and why everything's there. So that's it with our Sticky Beards. It was a nice little arc. We then get to see, it's not really a pick of the day. It is a call to all designers. And you don't even have to be heavily into art to still do this. You can still submit a suggestion, even if you're like me and you want to draw so badly, but all you can do are stick figures. But Bubbles, her little nano, and it's her official art. It's so cute. She drew a dress, which I really hope is in the game. That's really cute. But she's showing off some new designs that can be in the game. So you have the Hex Girl's dress, and I wish I could remember her name. I don't. I just remember that Jennifer Hale does her voice acting and singing, and it's so good. If you guys have not seen Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost, we are going to have to find a movie night for everyone to watch that. That's a good movie. There is no excuse why you are not watching that. We also get to see Grimm's whole design, like his cloak and hood, which that was a fun idea, because we had something similar in the game, but it was kind of not. This is an actual Reaper's cloak. That makes me wonder if they'll do more capes and cloaks that can go all the way around. Oh, and scarves. I really want the Cyborg 009 scarves. I really do. Those were cool scarves. I want the cloaks and robes, or whatever they're called. I'm pretty sure they're cloaks. I don't know. If I could draw, I'll do that. I'll admit there's two of them. Wait, no, hold on. I think I recognize one. I don't remember what the I Love FB is. I wish I could remember, but I cannot think of it. Don't know where the hat is. I really want this hair. Like I loved Fusion Fall. The downside is it wasn't very customizable. I mean, sure, you got more items as you went through the game, and it was fun. But at the start, it wasn't very customizable. You had a set number of hair, set number of colors, and set number of basic wear. And it was fine for the time, but I don't know. It's just one of my it's one of my major complaints of like a lot of games is that you don't get a lot of hairstyles. And maybe that's because I grew up playing The Sims 2, where you had a lot of variety. And so when I would play these MMOs, I understand the point is not to look, I get the point is not the looks of the game, but I mean, when you're trying to play off a game saying you can be this character in this world, it'd be nice if there was more customizable items, you know, like more hairstyles, more hair colors, just more designs in general. So it's nice to see that they're taking hairstyles. So anyone can submit hairstyles, clothing, weapons. Haven't seen a lot of shoes go up. I hope people start sending in new shoes. A lot of the shoes come with the items, and that's pretty cool, but I'd like to see shoes on their own, because I don't think I wore a lot of shoes. I think I just wore the tennis shoes, and it'd be nice to see more designs. So it is not a contest. It is literally, it's their own suggestions so that they can see it easier. Because there's a lot of suggestions going up, and I guarantee they talked about it and said, all right, let's have people send in pictures, because it'd just be much easier to see them. So we'll talk more about that. I've been thinking I might want to do a video about which ones I like, but I don't want to have it seem negative. Like, I don't want people to be upset if they don't see one they like, or if one of the artists sees it and doesn't like that theirs was not included. I'll just talk about them as they come up on the POTD, and that'll be much easier, because they're going to include a lot. Like, Legacy is an expansion. They are going to include so many things, and that's what I'm excited for. Our next one, Allison's back. She is showing off a new outfit, and the main point of this is that she's showing off socks. I do not believe any of the shoes or designs had any socks. I could be wrong, but I don't recall any socks in the game, and this is cool. The reason why this is so exciting is because they're adding a new piece of, what is it called? Clothing article. Nope, I can't even say it. I even think that sounds stupid to me. But they're adding a new accessory, and that gets me excited that maybe they can include scarves, because I think scarves would look like really cool. And yes, I am talking about my Cyborg 009 scarves. I want them. I want them so badly. They're so cool. Can't you see yourself dressed up as a hero in one of the hero outfits, and then there's the scarf If you can't, I can, and it looks cool. There's also some importance to where she's at. She has to be somewhere in Pokey Oaks, because over in the left-hand corner, you will see the gates. And they were the gates to the, I guess, park, you could call it, in Pokey Oaks South. That little gazebo thing, yeah, there was 4 gates, and this is one of them. So she's somewhere in the Pokey Oaks area. So she might be, progressing slowly through the suburbs. Like she was in Sector V. She might have been in Candy Cove. I really think so, just because the area looked more autumn. And I know that sounds stupid, and I blame The Sims 2 because they changed the lighting effect during their fall season. I had seasons. They changed the setting to look like a more autumn feel. It's a lighter brown or a golden brown. But now we're in an area where it's blue. It's very blue, which indicates it's in the day. So she probably went from Sector V to Candy Cove, and now she's in one of the Pokey Oaks. I don't know. I don't know how Pokey Oaks is going to work anymore, if there's going to be a north or a south. We'll have to see as we get more, and if they start acknowledging where these places are. Like, so far, she said nothing outside of Sector V. That's the only place we know she has been officially at officially, why did I say it weird? She was officially at Sector V, Hero Square specifically. And I'm actually a little sad we didn't get to see the treehouse. Oh well, I'm sure it's going to be a big, cool reveal later on. Our final picture, still Allison. She probably is still in Pokey Oaks. I thought this more Genius Grove just by the design of the houses. Can I say, the houses look so cool. It'd be really cool. And I don't know if the developers will do it because it may take up more necessary time than they need. But if each area had different houses corresponding to that area. So like the cul-de-sac and Pokey Oaks will have, and even Sector V, will have like normal houses, just like normal, typical houses that, like Sector V showed one, like the present and future kind of deal. They showed a house like that. That'd be cool. But like Genius Grove and maybe going out into Ennsville and even maybe city stations and all the downtowns had more futuristic looking houses. So like you could identify what area you're at just based off the architecture. I don't know. But anyways, so she's setting us up actually for the next one. And unfortunately, this is my 7th photo, so I can't talk about the next photo until the next episode, which I'm going to record very shortly because we've hit our 7th mark with the latest POTD, so I can get both of them out, done and ready. But all we know is that Prince King lost a dare, and now he has to get dressed. And everyone had an idea of what he's going to be wearing. I want to know what this dare was. Can we know? Can the developers please tell us what dare did they do that he lost? Because I want to see what he made. Oh, okay. How do dare work? I don't think either he made the dare and he lost, or she made the dare and she won. But either way, I want to see what this dare is because this seems kind of fun, Like, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I want to know what this dare is. Hopefully the developers will tell us. I'm sure it was just something they used so that they can have him wearing it, but I don't know. I really want to know what the dare is. I love that the two are friends. Is there like a whole host league and they're all friends? Can we see a host league? I hope so. I hope we get to see. I do hope we get to see more hosts. I love Allison, but I'm now hooked on the idea of seeing other people host and then all of them having like a big group and I can't help it. It kills me inside. I just want to see like all these like POTD hosts come together and have like a little party at the end. Like at the end of all the POTDs. The game's about to start. There's no more POTDs because development's done and we're all ready to go. The last pick of the day, I would not be upset if it was a picture of all of our hosts together, like having a little party in anticipation celebration of it. That would be the cutest thing ever. But that's just me. I don't know. I get overzealous about certain things, and I know it kind of might bug people because it's like, why are you getting so happy about this stupid little thing? But I can't help it. I've always been caught onto these little things, and I've latched onto them. So we'll recap what we've gone over today. We got to see Prince King Morbucks. We got to see an updated Sticky Beard as well as a comparison between the two Sticky Beards. We've got to see his fusion over at the aquarium. We have seen Bubbles, Nano Bubbles calling out to all designers to bring their suggestions. We have seen Allison with her socks and Allison preparing us to go see Prince King. So that'll be it for this video. Oh, not a bad time. I cannot wait to talk about the others because we have hit 7 picks of the day and we will get disgusting on that. Discussing. You know, I work with kids and they have me help them spell, and I realize how much disgusting and discussing sounds so similar. But neither of those. Okay, so that'll be it. I'll stop my rambling before everyone gets bored of me. I will catch you guys all on the forums. And, I screwed up my own outro. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's early in the morning and I think I haven't caught up. But this video has been a lot of fun, guys. And I will catch you guys all on the forums. Bye-bye.